What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Young Hawk, the 5 Deuce Gun. That's HAAK. I am him in the flesh. And welcome to an all-new episode and a special broadcast episode, I might add, of Radio AFG Live. As you can see the logo right there, today is a special afternoon AFG broadcast. And today's topic, ladies and gentlemen, is a Are You Aware Wednesday. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. We getting that thing cracking and popping, asking questions of, are you aware? And today's topics of Are You Aware will deal with, are you aware of the agenda that's being pushed and has been being pushed in the entertainment industry for decades? Are you aware that you've been following the occult path and don't even know it? Are you aware that you've been selling your soul slowly but surely, following a fiery path with all the rest of these stupid ass entertainers, actors, and rappers that's out there? We'll dive into that and a little bit more right here today on today's episode of Radio AFG Live. Ladies and gentlemen, we're about to get the show started. I thank you very much. Shout out to the homeboy Ricky Scarfo. Shout out to D Mizzle. Shout out to my homie Fame Black. Shout out to Hick the Pirate. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Zaya Bell and everybody else out there I fuck with. Everybody that's doing their thing, supporting Radio AFG Live. Everybody that's getting their music played. Shout out to the homeboy Snap is far out from Too Cocky to Care Entertainment, as he came through and got interviewed a couple weeks ago right here on Radio AFG Live. I thank you very much for allowing me to do that, sir. Appreciate you all out there. But without further ado, it's time to get the show popping, ladies and gentlemen. It's your boy, Young H to the AAK. I am him in the flesh. This is Radio AFG Live, and the show starts right now. Holla at your boy.
My son, ask for thyself another kingdom, for that which I leave is too small.
AFG's going hard, bitch.
Oh, yeah. Tune in, log in, cause we are live. Welcome to Radio AFG Live. We right here, and we ain't moving it up. And I, your host with the most, the 5 Deuce Gun himself, Young Hawk. What's going on, everybody? It's your boy, Young Hawk, the 5 Deuce Gun. Y'all know what it is. Aspire for Greatness Entertainment. That's AFG for those not to know. Aspire for Greatness, baby. We're here in a special afternoon broadcast of Radio AFG Live. And your boy, Young Ace to the AAK, I am just right here in the flesh. I thank y'all for joining me today on this afternoon Radio AFG Live broadcast, because we gets it popping. And this afternoon broadcast topic is as follows, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you not to know. I said today's Radio AFG Live broadcast will be brought to you in part by, of course, Street Heat Volume 3, Office Wig again, and the 2 new freestyles I brought out. And today's episode is a Are You Aware Wednesday. You hear that throwback saloon music? You hear that? You hear that sitting in the background, ladies and gentlemen? Are you aware of what you've been doing? For those of you who have been pushing the agenda, are you aware of all the fashion statements you allegedly have been making because you felt like it were just nothing more than an idea that was placed in your head and in your subconscious by some of the people that you listen to on a daily basis, ladies and gentlemen? Did you not know that? Well, we'll be jumping into that today. We're going to be talking about, are you aware of the programming that you sit your children in front of, being laced with nothing more than shitloads of satanic and occult messaging and symbolism? Apologies, boy, I had to sip some of that coffee. But that being said, we're going to definitely jump into it tonight or this afternoon. The actual time here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania is 12:03 p.m. It is a semi-nice day outside. We're going to start you off like you're just turning on your favorite news broadcast. And it's the afternoon, so they're about to give you the news and the traffic and things of that nature and the weather. As I said, the time of the day right now is 12:04 p.m. actually, because a minute just went past. It is 61 degrees Fahrenheit with the real feel of 62 degrees. We may be expecting some rain. There's a 25% chance of precipitation here inside of the city. Outside the city, of course, that's substantially higher at 50%. We have a UV index of moderate right now, so you guys will feel good. Sunset will be setting at 8:25 p.m. tonight. Outside, it really feels like 61 degrees. And that was your Radio AFG Live Weather Report, brought to you in part by yours truly, the Fadu's Gut. I appreciate everybody who rocks out with Radio AFG Live, everybody who sends their music through to get played on the show. And I definitely appreciate those individuals who support me by doing something as simple as clicking a double click like on the picture when I advertise the show coming on. Shout out to the homeboy 24 C the Mac. You know what I'm saying? For everybody who, when their song is playing, you know, and they're tagged in it via Twitter, they hit me up. By the way, if you're not following me on Twitter, it's at The Real Young Hawk. That's DAREALYOUNGHAAK. No, I didn't cut my hair. Shit just braided right now. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, for those individuals who retweet along with the show, to give a little segue here in the beginning, they retweet along like the homeboy Ricky Scarfo, Miss Porter, Philadelphia artist. Shout out to Reese Stacks, Iron Mike, everybody out there, Danny Cash. Everybody that tweets along with the show, something as simple as a retweet, something as simple as sending me an MP3 of your song to get played. That is support. You don't have to pay me money to do those things, nor have I ever asked any of you artists to pay me money. Y'all know that to be true, right? That being said, I haven't had the privilege, so to speak, to express my thanks all the time. And that's what I want to do here on Radio AFG, is make sure that I express my thank yous and my appreciations to the people out there who could have been using their music on any other station, but decided to say, hey, not only did I send some music over there to them, I sent some music over there to them, but I'm also sending some music to Radio AFG Live because the boy Young Hawk be putting it down for these independent artists and entrepreneurs. And for that, I thank you. Let's jump right into it. Are you aware that there has been a plot, a scheme, so to speak, ever since the inception of music? You know, the devil, little G, the god of Earth, which is the planet we live on for those not to know. He was like the conductor, if you will, of music. That was his job, so to speak, in heaven. He had all the music. He was doing all the music and putting the music together. So it's only fitting that in the entertainment business and the music game or the music industry, that there's been nothing but occult symbolisms and crazy messages that have been laid, and magics, so to speak, laid in these musics, in these tracks. And you go and buy these tracks. You go and download the singles. You go buy the album. And as you are singing along to these songs and dancing along, wondering why your body got the movements all of a sudden that you ain't never been doing, you don't ever look at it like that. Are you aware that there is occult symbolisms? Are you aware that there are predisposed messages inside of the music that you listen to, or that you may allow your children to listen to? Are you aware that the agenda of gangster rap and the prison industrial complex was put together by the hip hop industry heads, as well as government officials and people who are investing in the privatization of private jails? Do you know that this was an orchestrated plot set up by some of your favorite artists and some of the worst politicians, as well as the people that they answer to? Are you aware that these things happen? That they sat down and put this whole gangster rap movement into fruition? How it was supposed to incite a feeling inside of its listeners, to have them starting to degrade themselves in their communities, which they did, disrespect authority, their parents, school officials, and things like that, which they did, to have every single person that was stupid enough to fall for the gap, aka the plan, the fucking trap. You guys went out and started wearing your bandanas like those rappers, whether it was the Lynch Mob, Ice Cube, and Jacket for Beats, whether it was NWA, Fuck the Police, and all that. Y'all went out and literally started to worship and say these things to these people, and starting to say these lyrics out loud in your community, and then started acting them out in your community. What did that lead to you? What did that lead you to? Did that lead you to a hip-hop contract and a 9-figure salary? Or did that lead you to serve time and time in prison And if memory serves me correctly, for every one person in prison, that's $40,000 1 year for one inmate. So while you and about 2,499 other inmates, the equivalent of 2,500, were serving 1 year in jail, $100 million was collected and spread around through the hip-hop and prison industrial complexes. Were you aware of that? Were you aware that this whole gangster shit of when they first started bringing out sagging jeans with belts on their waist, were you somebody who thought that that was gangster and started doing it yourself, or were you aware enough to know that that's some shit that started in prison with people who were allowing, or forcefully being taken up the ass? Did you know that? Are you aware? Are you aware that nowadays, the generational gap that we've seen in people like my age 30s and up go and say things like, you know, this generation is fucking crazy, or they've lost their mind. They really didn't lose their mind. We allowed this to happen because we were in that same box. We were only about 10 years removed, maybe even 5 years removed from that generation being us. Some of these people that we're seeing are brothers and sisters of us, relatives, cousins, kids of ours, who have been just told to go to their room, sat in their fucking room. They were on a fucking computer or on a smartphone or a tablet or something like that. And now all these symbolisms and messages and TV shows that they've been watching that hold all these, only your third eye will see it, not your two eyes in front of your face. So later on in life, maybe a coded message or a grouping of words will unlock this Manchurian Candidate, this MK Ultra mind control shit that they're pushing. Not just for the Hollywood elite and for the people that they're using as their puppets to push this agenda onto our youth and our children. Because yes, they wouldn't mind an adult being thrown into the occult. Yes, they wouldn't mind an adult pushing this agenda, but they want our children. Has anybody seen what's been going on with Queen Elizabeth of England? They all guilty. 200,000 missing kids. No answers. What do you think them children went? They were blood sacrifices. All these random celebrity deaths and siblings of the celebrity deaths, they're not random. These people didn't start taking drugs. They didn't decide to get drunk and then go crashing cars. No, they were killed. They were executed because either they didn't want to play ball anymore with the occult and do what they wanted you to do, or, and this is the big one here, you guys started revealing things that you weren't supposed to reveal, and that made you get exiled. Paul Walker, Whitney Houston, Bobby Christina. The list goes on of individuals who have been killed and made it seem, or the media made it seem as if they were crazy, or they did a drug overdose, or they were drunk and they just drove and crashed the car, when in all actuality, they were taken out. Did you happen to see any color purples? Not the movie The Color Purple, but did you see anybody wearing the color purple during any of these events when they were broadcasting on the news and news reporting stations were reporting on the death of and things like that? Did you see anybody wearing purple? Did you see the duality of red and blue? Did you hear people using the number 4? It happened at 4 o'clock, or it was 4 men, or they had $40,000, or they had $400 on them, or there were 4 pieces of paper. Do a number equal up to the number 13? These are the things that people are not paying attention to. Again, I ask you, are you aware? It's your boy Young H to the double A-K. I am him in the flesh. It's Radio AFG Live, ladies and gentlemen. We do this every Monday through Saturday, 11 p.m. up until 12 a.m. usually, but we're doing a special afternoon AFG broadcast today. I thank you guys for rocking out with me, because without you, there is no me. This is the independent platform for independent artists and entrepreneurs, Radio AFG Live. Definitely appreciate everybody out there who sends their music in to me. And we're about to play a brand new track that's just been submitted to Radio AFG Live. Brand new music from the homeboy Snap Is Far Out, ladies and gentlemen. This track is entitled Brand New Funk 2K15 by the homeboy Snap Is Far Out, live on Radio AFG. Let's go.
It's getting funky like a mug. motherfucker. On this bitch, she had a donkey like a motherfucker. And she was right, I'm talking hunky than a motherfucker. We thought we going honky tonky like a motherfucker. And we was sipping on some shit that was mixed up. I don't know where